Extropianism, also referred to as the philosophy of extropy, is an evolving framework of values and standards for continuously improving the human condition. Extropians believe that advances in science and technology will someday let people live indefinitely. An extropian may wish to contribute to this goal, e.g., by doing research and development or volunteering to test new technology. Extropianism describes a pragmatic consilience of transhumanist thought guided by a pro-actionary approach to human evolution and progress, originated by a set of principles developed by Dr. Max More. The principles of extropy. Extropian thinking places strong emphasis on rational thinking and practical optimism. According to More, these principles do not specify particular beliefs, technologies, or policies. Extropians share an optimistic view of the future, expecting considerable advances in computational power, life extension, nanotechnology and the like. Many extropians foresee the eventual realization of indefinite lifespans, and the recovery, thanks to future advances in biomedical technology or mind uploading, of those whose bodies, brains have been preserved by means of cryonics. Extropy. Diane Duane was the first to use the term extropy to signify a potential transhuman destiny for humanity. Extropy, as coined by Tom Bell and defined by Max More in 1988, is the extent of a living or organizational system's intelligence, functional order, vitality, energy, life, experience, and capacity and drive for improvement and growth. Extropy is not a rigorously defined technical term in philosophy or science, in a metaphorical sense. It simply expresses the opposite of entropy. The Extropy Institute. In 1987, Max More moved to Los Angeles from Oxford University in England, where he had helped to establish the first European cryonics organization, known as MISAR Limited, to work on his Ph.D. in philosophy at the University of Southern California. In 1988, Extropy, the Journal of Transhumanist Thought, was first published. This brought together thinkers with interests in artificial intelligence, nanotechnology, genetic engineering, life extension, mind uploading, idea futures, robotics, space exploration, memetics, and the politics and economics of transhumanism. Alternative media organizations soon began reviewing the magazine, and it attracted interest from like-minded thinkers. Later, More and Bell co-founded the Extropy Institute, a non-profit 501 educational organization. EXI was formed as a transhumanist networking and information center to use current scientific understanding along with critical and creative thinking to define a small set of principles or values that could help make sense of new capabilities opening up to humanity. The Extropy Institute's email list was launched in 1991, and in 1992 the Institute began producing the first conferences on transhumanism. Affiliate members throughout the world began organizing their own transhumanist groups. Extra conferences, meetings, parties, online debates, and documentaries continue to spread transhumanism to the public. In 2006, the board of directors of the Extropy Institute made a decision to close the organization, stating that its mission was essentially completed. Extropism. Extropism is a modern derivative of the transhumanist philosophy of extropianism. It follows in the same tradition, hence the similarity of name, but has been revised to better suit the paradigms of the 21st century. As introduced in the Extropist Manifesto, it promotes an optimistic futuristic philosophy that can be summed up in the following 5 phrases, which spell out the word extropism: endless extension, transcending restriction, overcoming property, intelligence, smart machines. Extropists desire to prolong their lifespan to a near immortal state and exist in a world where artificial intelligence and robotics have made work irrelevant. As in utilitarianism, the purpose of one's life should be to increase the overall happiness of all creatures on Earth through cooperation. The Extropist Manifesto, written by Brecky Thomason and Hank Pelissier of the Extropist Examiner in January 2010, details the ways in which extropism has evolved away from, while building upon the original tenets of extropianism. For example, it moves away from the original extropian principles by placing a significant focus on the need to abolish or restrict the current use of surveillance, copyright and patent laws.